Before we begin, take a slow, deep breath. Let your shoulders relax. Let the noise of the world fade away for a moment. This is not just another video. This is a moment between you and God. Maybe you found this video by accident, but deep down, I believe you are here for a reason. Because God has a way of reaching us exactly when we need it most. Maybe tonight your heart feels heavy. Maybe you're carrying a burden that no one else knows about. Maybe you've been praying, waiting, hoping, and wondering if God still hears you. If that's you, listen carefully to these words, because this message might be the reminder your soul needs today. The God you serve is the God of the impossible. Nothing is too broken for Him to restore. Nothing is too lost for Him to recover. Nothing is too difficult for Him to change. And if you believe that today, write in the comments, "I believe in the God of the impossible." Sometimes a simple declaration of faith can awaken something powerful inside us. The Bible says in Jeremiah 32:27, "I am the Lord, the God of all mankind. Is anything too hard for me?" That question echoes across centuries, and today, it reaches you. Is your situation too hard for God? Is your pain too deep for Him to heal? Is your problem too complicated for Him to solve? The answer is simple. No. Absolutely nothing is impossible for God. The same God who created the stars, the oceans, the mountains, is the same God who is involved in the details of your life. Think about that for a moment. The Creator of the universe knows your name. He sees your struggles. He knows the prayers you whispered when nobody was listening. He knows the tears you wiped away when nobody noticed. And the truth is, God often does His greatest work in the moments when we feel the most hopeless. When the doctors say it's impossible, when the doors are closed, when every human solution has failed, that is often when God steps in. Look at Abraham. He was far too old to have a child. From a human perspective, the promise of a son made no sense. Years passed, decades passed, but God kept His promise. Because when God speaks something into existence, time cannot cancel it. Maybe God made a promise in your heart, a dream, a calling, a hope for your family. And maybe right now it feels like that promise is fading away. But listen carefully. If God placed that promise in your heart, He has not forgotten it. Delay is not denial. God's timing is always perfect. If you believe God is still working in your life, type in the comments, "God is not finished with me," because He isn't. Your story is still being written, and some of the greatest miracles in the Bible happened when everything seemed impossible. The Red Sea did not open until Moses was trapped between the sea and the army. The miracle happened at the moment when escape seemed impossible. Lazarus had been in the tomb for 4 days. 4 days. Everyone believed the story was over, but when Jesus arrived, the impossible became possible. Jesus stood before the tomb and said, "Lazarus, come out." And a man who had been dead walked out alive. Think about that. The same power that raised Lazarus still belongs to God today. God has not changed. His power has not decreased. His love for you has not weakened. So if you feel like something in your life has died, a dream, a relationship, a sense of hope, remember this. God specializes in resurrection. He can restore what you thought was gone forever. He can rebuild what life has broken. He can open doors that seemed permanently closed. And sometimes, the moment right before the miracle is the moment when things feel the darkest. Many people give up one step before their breakthrough. Don't be one of them. Hold on a little longer. Keep praying. Keep believing. Even when you don't see anything changing yet. Faith is believing before the evidence appears. Faith says, "I can't see the way yet, but I trust that God is making a way." If this message is speaking to your heart right now, write, "My miracle is on the way." Because faith grows when we declare it, and maybe years from now, you will look back at this season of your life, and you will realize something powerful. The struggle that almost broke you was the place where God began transforming you. The waiting season was the place where God was preparing you. And the impossible situation was the stage where God revealed His power. So tonight, Take everything that is weighing on your heart, your fears, your doubts, your worries about the future, and place them in God's hands. Right now, wherever you are, close your eyes for a moment and quietly say these words in your heart. God, I give you what I cannot carry anymore. You don't have to have perfect faith. You don't have to have all the answers. You just have to trust that God is bigger than your situation. Because the God of the impossible is still writing miracles. He is still opening doors. He is still healing hearts. He is still restoring families. And He is still changing lives, maybe even yours, starting today. And if you believe that God can do the impossible in your life, write one more declaration of faith in the comments. Nothing is impossible with God. Never forget this truth. The God who parted the sea, the God who raised the dead, the God who performed countless miracles, is the same God who is walking with you right now. Trust Him. Wait on Him. Believe in Him. Because when God decides to move, the impossible simply disappears.